Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another mystery box opening. You see the root beer? When this tab pops, you hear that? It's like the key turning in the diesel engine. And once the diesel gets going, there's no stopping it. There's no stopping what's about to happen right now once that tab is popped. Because right now, we've got this month's Pro Wrestling crate. We've been waiting on it. It's supposed to have staff picks, which means these are picks made by staffers at Pro Wrestling Crate, aka Pro Wrestling Tees. So we're going to see how they do. And best believe we'll call them out if they've made any mistakes. As always, we've kept it perfectly sealed until we can be together. So let's take our letter opener and let's see if we can't maybe get this box open. Okay. As always, on top we should have, this tells us what's coming next month. But right now, our concern is this month. Staff favorites. This is the September Pro Wrestling Crate box. Let's get started. I'm going to reach in. I'm going to try to get something other than a shirt as the first item. Let's pull out, our pen. So it looks like our pen this month is the Good Brothers, Doc Gallows, Carl Anderson. I think they were also original Bullet Club members. They did a lot of work with AJ Styles in the WWE. Nice pen. Let's go with the shirt. We're going to pull out a shirt. I know what it is already. Freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy. Orange Cassidy shirt, freshly squeezed. This is one of the, in my opinion, one of the best up-and-coming wrestlers in AEW. I think he's been popular in the independent circle for some time. He's known as the King of Sloth Style. His approach is very unique. He gets in the ring and he puts his hands in his pocket. He wants to expend as little energy as possible, and he'll actually wrestle his opponent with his hands in his pocket. Keeps his sunglasses on. Freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy. That's a nice shirt. I think it's our first white shirt. Also, usually they're black. So that's a nice change up. Okay, what's next? What's next? Okay, whoa! We've got an official Ultimate Warrior bandana. The Ultimate Warrior, a legend, an icon, late 80s into the early 90s. Probably his most notable work, as most people's most notable work, came when it was a title versus title match at WrestleMania. I believe it was either WrestleMania 6 or WrestleMania 7, where his Intercontinental title was on the line against Hulk Hogan, and the Ultimate Warrior prevailed. This is a nice bandana. Definitely going to be rocking this. Ultimate Warrior bandana. Okay, we're going to go with All right. All right. This is our comic. And this looks like it is from, it's made to look like Toy Story, the Fig story from the stars of the Major Figure Wrestling podcast. If you don't know, I'd say I'd highly recommend check them out. Features Broski, aka the $1,000 Broski, aka Zack Ryder, aka Matt Cardona, also known as the Michael Jordan of wrestling figure collecting. Over $1 million in wrestling figures. And his partner, Brian Myers, also known as the Scottie Pippen of wrestling figure collecting. They're with him. Major Wrestling Figure Podcast. Check it out. We've got a nice comic book, maybe to read at some point in time. Okay, we're going to go with our wrestling micro brawler. Okay, we've got a Chris Hero here. Chris Hero. Don't really know much about Chris Hero. Overall, not really impressed with this micro brawler. Would prefer, somebody who's a little bit more impressive. So this, kind of a letdown. Should have 2 items remaining. Hopefully we've saved the best 2 for last. We should have 1 shirt and of course our autograph. Let's do the shirt next. That's what I'm talking about. What do we have? The Hot Rod, Roderick the Piper, also known as Rowdy Roddy Piper. This is awesome. This is an homage to one of the early shirts that he used to wear back in the early 80s, pre-1984. He would wear, before the Hot Rod shirt, he wore a shirt that had the Panther head logo on it. So this is awesome. Roddy Piper, one of the greatest talkers in the history of wrestling. When I think of Roddy Piper, I think about, he was one of the first wrestlers they gave his own segment to, Piper's Pit. And one of the memorable episodes I remember was 1984, Piper Pit. He had a jabron, an underneath man by the name of Frankie Williams. This is a man who's never won a match. He brings him on the Piper's Pit. He tells him, he says, Frankie, I don't believe I've ever seen you win a match. You've lost matches, is that right? And then he explains to him that he's never lost a match. Roddy Piper never lost a match. And, he doesn't think it's good for his career to lose a match. And so he's questioning why this jabron, Frankie Williams, would lose a match. And it results in maybe Frankie Williams' head getting a little too big for his britches. He puts his hand on the microphone and he has to be taught a lesson by Hot Rod. Hot Rod has to beat him within an inch of his life because that's what a jabron deserves. Hot Rod, Roddy Piper, awesome shirt. We should have an autograph remaining. Let's see what we've got here. I'm going to open it hopefully so that you can see it first. Hopefully it's good. Hopefully it's a great autograph. Who is this? I have no idea. This is Juice Robinson. So let me explain this to you. If Juice Robinson were to come up on me, hey, I'd let him have the first move. Not because I'm a nice guy, but because I have no idea who this guy is nor what he looks like. He's a jabroni, okay? You can keep this type of autograph You need to give me something a little better than this Pro Wrestling crate. But the t-shirts were well worth it. The Hot Rod t-shirt, the freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy t-shirt, comic book by the Fig Bros, and then the Ultimate Warrior bandana. Overall, nice crate. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you.